enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the leader of security or arena staff members.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So, Richard, one of the focuses of tonight's game was strength in the front court.
Yeah, these teams lean on their bigs. I expect a slower pace game, more half-court sets.
Now, here's Morant. Now, look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. The front court is Wells and Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center position. And it's Morant missing. Here's the Celtics with the ball. Ellis dishes to Tatum. Shoots over Wells. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Ellis. Tatum's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Celtics.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Back to Morant. It's Edey, high post. Wells finds Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. There's the three. Rebounded by Ellis. To the wing on the left. They get the rebound. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Sam Houser's checked in for the Celtics. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they're right about where they want to be. Making some early noise here and definitely come out of the gate strong. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending. Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Grizzlies made multiple moves over the last year to free up salary. They put it to good use this summer with extensions for Jaren Jackson Jr. and Santi Aldama, not to mention signing free agent guard Ty Jerome. Now, trading away Desmond Bane hurt, but this team should continue to be a factor.
They play with swagger. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And that one drops.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Jackson lets it go with the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road. The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
Boston leading by 6. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Al LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. mark a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And so here's Memphis. After the miss from Ellis. Wells finds Caldwell Pope. Nailed from three-point land.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Pass to Hauser to the paint. This ball movement by Boston. Brown outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Brown's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Oh, there's a chance. Let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. Second, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
And let's go courtside. There's some news on Anford. He's making some changes here. Morant passes to Clark. Shakes him. And he hits the jump shot. Morant's got his first 2 points of the night.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
Richard, the dynamic Ja Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than Ja Morant, and I'm coming up short. Ja doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Guard spots filled by Morant and Jerome. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson, and it's Clark in at the 5, roaming the paint. Inside, shoots a fader, and a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Out to the wing. Aldama passes to Jackson. We've got 1:48 left here in the second, and it's Morant missing. Boston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Pritchard passes to Ellis. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle, Morant finds Clark, and Ellis with the block. Pritchard against Morant. Over in the corner, Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 3 assists in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Aldama. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Ellis outside. Tatum kicks to Brown. Pass to Ellis. Over Clark. And that one's good, Ellis. Ellis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Aldama. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Tatum passes to Ellis. Tatum with the screen on Clark. Ellis can't get it to go. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Celtics just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Taking a look here now at Boston. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant It's Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta... And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Celtics.
It's not...
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Tatum out there with Ellis. Then there's Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic.
Nice finish.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kept off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Morant outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Let's see the Connected Cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Celtics leading by 23. And it's Hauser in the corner. Brown outside. A three-pointer, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
Now here's Tatum. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Ty Jerome. Here's Morant. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Edey with a screen on Tatum. Down low. Edey gets the bucket.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Pass to Edey. Now here's Morant. Here's Wells. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
Celtics have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. And it's Ty Jerome in for Caldwell Pope. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Edey with a screen for Morant. And a dunk by Edey.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Brown outside. Here's Ellis. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's 12 points for Ellis.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
Pass to Morant. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. It's good.
Oh, and look at what this fella can do. Beautiful.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Here they come. It's Celtics Entertainment.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Zach Edey. And it's Jackson in for Jackson. Check in for the Celtics. Sam Hauser comes in for Tatum. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. Wells, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Ty Jerome. So on the floor for Memphis. The wing pair, it's Caldwell Pope and Wells. Jaren Jackson is out there with Zach Edey. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Pass to Jackson. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Pass to Minot. The Celtics working the ball around now, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Ellis surveying the D. Here's Minot. Shot clock at 6. Ellis in the post. He's defended by Landale. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Boston. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jaylen Brown.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
Now Wells. It's Edey atop the key. Pass to Wells. Jackson in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Shireman. He's looking for Ellis and finds him. Bucket is good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they